Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tammy with Ghettoblaster. I'm here with Grieves. He's on his tour.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me about that?
It's going pretty good. It's a short one for us. We put the record out kind of a couple months ago on Rhymesayers, Winter in the Wolves, and we did a lot of touring. It kind of went from April to August. Kind of starting here in Mesa, actually. We did the Cyclo Mesa bike festival or whatever. And then we went over, we did Europe, then we did full US, now we just did most of Canada, then we came back down to the Midwest, and we're working our way now down and across the West Coast. So it's good. It's just been really long, and I'm ready to go home and have some R&R, but it's it's been great to connect with fans and see the music translate.
Anything crazy happen?
I mean, yeah, but
It's probably nonstop.
I mean, yeah, things tend to happen on the road.
So tell me about your album.
The album, Winter in the Wolves, we put it out on Rhymesayers. I haven't put one out in a while. It's been a while. Like, I put together a part out in 2011. So, with that, we've been touring for like 3 years almost. We were touring that record, and it kept reinventing itself, and so we never found our way back to the studio to make a new record. And after about 3 years, it was about that time. I was definitely getting the itch because I hadn't released anything in so long. So we started working on a record, but I didn't really know what to do or how people would receive it, and then again also hold a flame together apart. So it was kind of a stressful thing for me, but I think it turned out pretty good, and definitely
Quite a different direction.
Yeah, I'm definitely in a much different emotional place than I was when I wrote Together Apart, and I think things are just grown up a little bit, and as music is getting more and more digital, and I feel like we're losing more and more melody, especially with hip hop. I wanted to kind of go in the opposite direction. I wanted it to be super saturated and thick with melody, tons and tons of layers, like sound wall, So, I went in that direction with the production and the writing. I just, as always, I just tried to keep it pretty true and honest to self. So.
Are you gonna keep going that direction?
I mean, I would love to do I would love to go so far in that direction that it's almost not a hip hop record, but I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't force that on you. I wouldn't make, I know a lot of artists, they get these creative urges and they go off and they do them and they force their fans to support that or fuck off kind of attitude, and I would never do that because I know what people are listening to. I understand why they like the music that we've made, and I understand our connection, and I would never force you to go on a weird vacation with me. So
some people might like that.
Some people might like it, but I'm never gonna be like, this is my record. You don't like my new record? Well, I'm an artist. You fuck off. This is my true calling. I make Peruvian pan flute music now or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. But I would like to experiment more in some more organic sides of music.
So what do we have to look forward to in the future? Any new projects?
Probably a combination between the two.
Yeah.
A nice blend. When the touring stops, we finally got our studio back up. We built a studio last July, not this most previous one, but the one before, and it ended up burning down in a fire, and we lost our office and our studio and stuff. So we finally got that back up, and I'm almost done with all that, sound treating and everything. So, I'd like to spend a lot more time in there. I would like people to start seeing more work from me with other people. I'd like to start doing more projects with other artists that maybe either I look up to or I see something in, and I'd like to start doing more studio work. And then I don't really know. I'd like to find a producer to sit down with for this next record that is versed in kind of that organic world that I'd like to dip into, but still also the sonics and dynamics of hip hop is not an obscure thing to him. It's hard to find those kind of producers, which is why B. Lewis and I worked really well, because he's a great musician, and then he's also a really good beat maker. So it was a really good mixture. But I would maybe like to just take him or somebody, you know, like that, and then get into like a much more organic studio, because this was all done on computers, and then we kind of stripped some stuff out and went to a bigger studio and we redid the pianos and stuff like that. But I would love to sit down in like a big studio with just instruments everywhere and just
That would be amazing.
do that.
So who are your dream artists that you like to work with?
Under that scenario, I would love to be with Questlove. I'd love to be in that room with Questlove. I know a lot of rappers say that, but I'm not necessarily looking at it because of who he's worked with. It's more of how he works with them that I think would be like a really, really beautiful experience for me to watch him kind of just be the maestro
Right.
amongst a dream, like a vision, and watch him kind of conduct it would be really cool. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, tell us where fans can find you.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm on the internet. It's like what you guys use to fight with each other now, instead of going out and actually handling your business like a man. So, no. I'm on the internet everywhere. You can find us at your local mom and pop record stores, probably Best Buy, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Grieves Music. Come holler at us.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.